Today we're going to review functions and what determines a function. Functions state x values cannot have more than one y value. A good example of a function are people and birthdays. A person cannot have more than one birthday. For example, Jack celebrates his birthday May 9th. Jill has her birthday on May 9th and January 12th. Jack represents a function, Jill does not represent a function. Here in our first problem, we see ordered pairs. 3, -4, 3, -2, 3, -1. Take a look at the x values. Ask yourself, do the x values repeat? The x values are all 3's. Therefore, this is not a function. Because x values repeat. It's the same thing as saying this number 3 has multiple birthdays. Look at this set of ordered pairs. Pay attention to all the x values. Give it a try yourself for a moment. Go ahead and pause the video. Circle the x values. Do any of the x values repeat? 2, 3, -2, and -3. None of these x values repeat, so we can say yes, a function. X values do not repeat. Look at this table. We can take this table and turn it into ordered pairs. We have 4, -2, 1, -1, 0, 0, and 4, +2. Again, we pay attention to the x values. Ask yourself, do any of the x values repeat? I see 4 and 4 again. So we can say not a function. X values repeat. That 4 has 2 different birthdays. Look at this mapping diagram. We can again make a set of ordered pairs out of this mapping diagram. We'll start with 0. 0, 1. The 4 shares with the 5. The 6 goes to the 7. And the 8 also goes to the 7. Again, we're only paying attention to the x values. Do any of those x values repeat? No, none of these x values repeat, so we can say yes, a function, because no x value repeats. It's okay for 2 people to share the same birthday, but it is not okay for one person to have 2 different birthdays. When we are checking to see if a graph is a function, we do this test called the vertical line test. A vertical line, vertical means up and down. So what we'll do is we will draw vertical lines on the graph If the vertical line touches the graph more than one time, it is not a function. As you can see here, these vertical lines are touching the graph twice. Because they are touching more than one time, this is not a function. It fails the vertical line test. Next example. This is another mapping diagram. We're going to take this mapping diagram and we're going to turn it into ordered pairs. The 2 goes to the 0. The 2 also goes to the 5. The 3 goes to the 0. The 5 goes to the 5. And the 7 goes to the 3. Look at all of the x values. Ask yourself, do any of these x values repeat? As you can see here, this 2 is on here twice with 2 different y values. This 2 has 2 different birthdays. So we can say this is not a function because the x value repeats. Hopefully this video helps you and helps you understand functions and reminds you of what we discussed about functions earlier this year. If you have any questions, be sure to email your teacher. You can email myself, Miss Adams, you can email Miss Buck, or you can email Miss Christopher.